Today, we got a story time of a kid who thinks that alphabet lore is actually based on a real thing, and when he gets to class and he sees the alphabet all on top, like in the top row of the class being the cutout alphabet, he freaks out, runs out of class, and his friend, the subscriber, has to go after him and convince him that alphabet lore is not actually real. Today's a pretty crazy story that I know you will enjoy, so subscribe to the channel if you're new and like stories. Leave a like on the video right now to claim your free nothing. And with that being said, let's just jump right into it. So anyways, if you don't know, Alphabet Lore is a web series of videos produced by this guy in 2020. Anyways, though, the kid in this video, he basically over the winter break discovered the Alphabet Lore videos and got like really into it, and also thought that it was like talking about something that happened in real life. Like he got himself to the point where he was convinced that this was like based on a true story. I don't know, man. I feel like, oh my God, why would someone ever lie on the internet, guys? Everything on the internet is true. Anyways, though, so this story all happens when they get back from winter break. And when they get back from winter break, they have a new class. So, in this new class, it is, they're in third grade. So the very, I don't know if you guys have this in your class. Like, I don't have this in my like college classes, right? But especially back in like second grade, third grade, fourth grade, you know how there'd be like cut out letters like in the top, like the entire alphabet's like in the top of the, like the very top of the class or whatever, cut out along with like maybe a globe and maybe, I don't know, a grammar chart or maybe multiplications, timetables. I don't really know. But anyways, the important thing to know is like the alphabet is all on the top of the class, as this will be important later on. So anyways, right, the subscriber meets up with his friend. We're just going to call this kid Ben, who thinks that alphabet lore is actually real. And so anyways, they meet up together. They kind of like talk about what they were doing. And Ben is just going on about like, well, basically just spamming about like alphabet lore, whatever that is. And the subscriber's like, okay. The subscriber knew it was like some web series that was hosted like, I don't know, on the internet, but he didn't really think much of it. Like he was like, oh, I guess it's fine. Like, I guess, I don't even know, man. But anyways, right. So sure enough, they walk into class because they have a class together. And I don't know about you, but I always like thought it was really cool when I had a class with my friend, because I'd be able to, talk to someone in there. If I was really bored, I'd have someone to hang out with. It was always cool to have a class with your friend. So the subscriber is pretty excited. But they walk into class, and Ben, right, doesn't immediately notice that there is, the alphabet, right, on the wall. And the subscriber does, but he doesn't really think that much of it because it's the freaking alphabet, dude. Who cares? Like, he doesn't actually expect his friend to lose it because he sees the alphabet. So yeah, they walk into class, and they're just sitting there. And Ben must have looked up and saw, like, the alphabet up there, and he's just sitting there. And he looks like he's going pale. It's like he saw a ghost. And the subscriber looks over and is just like, "Want?" Because the kid is like, his friend is like freaking out. He's like, bro. And the subscriber looks over. He's like, dude, what? And the kid's like, oh my God. And he gets up and he sprints out of class. And the teacher, who's about to start class, is like, Ben, where are you going? Where are you out of the classroom, right? So the subscriber runs up to the front of the class and says, hey, I know this is our first class together, but can I go after him? Like, that's my friend. And the teacher's like, I guess, but just make sure he's okay and be back. If you're not back in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to have to send out someone to go find you, and, you'll be in trouble if you don't be back by then. So the subscriber's like, okay, cool. He runs out. He's trying to find Ben. And Ben, he just hears like sprinting down the hallway. He's like, oh my God. So he starts running after him. He shouts out like, Ben, what is up, dude? Like, why are you freaking out right now? Eventually, Ben like runs into a closet and like slams it behind him. And the subscriber hears this. So he walks up to the closet. And he's like, dude, like, come on, man. Just let me in. Like, what's up? What's going on right now? Yeah. So anyways, right. Ben's like, dude, I can't go back in there. And the subscriber's like, Ben, open up the door. We're going to go back in there. He's like, no. The subscriber's like, okay. Can you explain to me, like, what happened? And, Ben's like, okay. I went online and I found a ritual. And the subscriber's like, dude, what? You went online and you found a ritual? Like, okay. And then Ben goes on to say, yeah, it was to it was to summon the characters from alphabet lore and make them real, and I did it. It was like you go at 3 a.m. in your bathroom mirror and you say a bunch of stuff, and I did it because I was like, it's totally not real, dude. And up until this point, I was like, okay, yeah, that's such a lie. But I was thinking, why would someone lie on the internet like that? But like, they didn't show up in real life. But we got into class today, and they were just sitting on the wall, and they were staring. They were, and the subscriber's like, dude, that's just a cutout of the alphabet. Like, you're good, bro. Like, you're good. Trust. Yeah, so at this point, the subscriber's like, bro, are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Like, really? Really? But he doesn't want to, like, antagonize his friend. He's like, okay, dude, well, I just want to let you know that those are just, like, paper cutouts. You gotta trust me on this. And Ben's like, dude, like, they were, like, looking at me. And the subscriber's like, they were not looking at you. They're just paper cutouts. I need you to trust me on this. And the kid's like, well, how do I not know that you're not working for them? And the subscriber's like, wait, what? Working? Like, how does that even work, dude? Like, legitimately, how does that even work? And the kid's like, well, they might have, like, I don't know. And the subscriber's like, see, look, people lie online. You probably went on some forum and someone was trying to, like, mess around, and I'm not trying to say you fell for it, but maybe you fell for it. The alphabet was there. I guarantee you that the alphabet was there before you did the ritual. And the subscriber says, if I can prove that, will that be enough? And Ben's like, I guess. So anyways, the subscriber has to walk back into the classroom. It's been about 5 minutes. And the teacher looks at him, and Ben kind of like motions for the teacher to come out, and the teacher's just like, what? So the teacher walks out, and Ben is mentally preparing exactly how he's going to explain to her, hey, so my friend thinks that this webcomic online has appeared in real life in your classroom because he did a ritual spell, and I need you to prove that those cutout alphabet letters have been on your wall for longer than before winter break, and then he'll come back in. Like, that is not an easy thing to explain to a teacher who probably barely knows how to turn on her Chromebook, bro. Yeah, but anyways, right, sure enough, the teacher is just kind of like standing there, just like listening to what the subscriber is trying to explain. And the teacher says, look, I have legitimately no idea what you just said or what any of what you just said means. However, I'm just going to like put that aside and assume that if I can show you a photo of my classroom that shows the alphabet, I don't know why, but shows the alphabet predating winter break, then Ben can come back to class and we can have a more or less normal first day of class together. The subscriber says, yes. So the teacher's like, okay. Teacher takes out her phone, looks back, finds a photo from September of that year, so many months before winter break. It shows her like in the classroom. Someone took a photo of her. I think this is like her first year here, so she wanted like a photo on the first day of school in her classroom. And sure enough, the alphabet was like behind her. So they don't rush over, but they walk over to where Ben is in the closet. And the subscriber's like, hey, Ben, I have proof. So Ben opens up the door, and the teacher's like, look, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand a single thing that's being said, and you guys probably can't explain it to me, or it'll take me like months of research to figure out what is even going on. However, I was told by the subscriber that if I showed you a photo of the alphabet being there before winter break, that you will come back to class, Ben. And Ben's like, yeah, that's right. And the teacher's like, okay, I'm not even going to look into it. She says, okay, here's a photo that my friend took on my first day of teaching. As you can see behind me, this is the same, like, room. And as you can see, the alphabet is behind me. And Ben is like, well, how do I know that this isn't, like, Photoshop? And the teacher's like, you really think I'm going to Photoshop this? And Ben's like, well, I mean, maybe the alphabet lore characters did that for you. And the subscriber's like, because the teacher looks at the subscriber like, you told me if I showed him this photo, we'd be good. Yeah, so the subscriber's just looking at Ben like, dude, come on. And then Ben's like, wait a minute. And takes a very much like closer look like, How do I even know that this isn't photoshopped? And Ben's like, dude, or the subscriber's like, dude, you just said that. He's like, okay, Ben, look at me. So Ben turns to the subscriber and he's like, do you really think, no offense, it turns to the teacher, says, no offense, do you really think Miss Janet over here knows how to use Photoshop? Like, do you think she even knows how to turn on a computer? And Miss Janet's like, hey, wait a minute. Like, I'm showing you a photo on my phone. Anyways, the subscriber kind of motions her, like, relax. Like, I'm trying to help us out. And Ben's like, that's probably a good point. He's like, fine. But if the alphabet's in there start attacking me, bro, it's going to be your fault. And the subscriber's like, you know what? If we'll make a $5 bet that I pay you, you don't pay me. Here's the bet. I will pay you $5 if the alphabet attacks you. And if the alphabet doesn't attack you, then nothing. And Ben's like, well, that's a pretty good deal for me because I don't lose anything and I only have upside, so I guess I'll take you up on it. Anyways, the three of them walk back into the classroom. Ben and the subscriber sit down. The alphabet does not attack him because he did not actually summon the characters from alphabet lore in real life because doing a ritual online doesn't actually mean anything. And with that being said, if you enjoyed today's video, click on one of the videos on screen right now. And if you're listening on Spotify, well, listen to another podcast and peace.